It's the Texas weather discussion video for Wednesday, the 18th of October. I'm Donovan Neal. North Texas comfortable days continues for really much of the 7 to 10 day period. We have another cold front that comes through this weekend that will bring more comfortable weather along with the chance of showers and storms. And will there be a possibility of a severe weather look out ahead of the cold front? Let's take a look at the water vapor satellite view across the CONUS region this early morning. That trough that brought all of this cold weather here to North Texas has now lifted off. We're in a flat ridge here, actually zonal flow aloft, but down here temperatures are just comfortable, not too cold, not too mild here to start out our day. Arlington 45 degrees. DFW 53, or mostly in the 50s to upper 40s. Again, not too bad to start out our morning. We should warm up to the low 80s, which is just absolutely comfortable. We couldn't ask for any better weather than this. Take a look at the watch warning map. We take a look across the nation. We do have a couple of freeze warnings for parts of the Virginias and some parts of Carolina and Maryland. Otherwise, things are pretty quiet. Other than a few snippets across the country of green, we don't expect any thunderstorms for much of the nation. Much of the nation is in a cold, stable air mass, so really no organized thunderstorms are expected for much of anywhere across the nation. But on day 4, which is Saturday, we could have our eyes on a potential severe weather look for North Texas, extending up into southeast Kansas. Now that could be a potential severe weather look ahead of the cold front that's going to come through on Sunday. Just want to let you know that we're getting into our late severe weather season, which basically starts in mid-October and runs all the way through November and December here across North Texas. Average rain for the next 7 days. This is valid through Wednesday of next week, and we're still sticking with the idea that 1+ inch of rain is possible for most locations in North Texas. Obviously, your rain amounts could vary. You could see rain amounts, you could see nothing at all, or you could see up to 2 or 3 inches of rain. It just varies, but generally speaking, most locations could see upwards of an inch of rain here this weekend and Sunday. Take a look out in the tropics. We haven't seen this in a while. No new tropical cyclones are expected during the next 5 days. The Atlantic Basin is quiet as a mouse. So let's go to the deterministic runs. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars. Zonal flow aloft, we're still in the flat ridge, and down here it's pretty dry today. Again, highs will stick in the low 80s. Same thing on Thursday. And same thing on basically Thursday and Friday. But let's go to Saturday. This is Saturday at 7 o'clock p.m. Obviously, we have a trough lifting. We have a weak trough lifting off the Central Plains, a shortwave trough lifting off the Central Plains. That provides a little bit of dynamic support to get some severe storms going. And obviously, severe weather will be possible along and ahead of the cold front. But let's check these surface-based CAPE at the same time at 7 o'clock. This is all the yellow and orange basically shows CAPE values upwards of over 2,000 joules per kilogram, which is obviously sufficient to get some severe storms going. But overall, we can't forecast any specific severe weather details for 4 days out. It's just simply too early in the game to forecast any of this. But just know that generally speaking, we could have a potential severe weather look for Saturday, October the 21st. And by Sunday morning, this is valid on Sunday morning, the main batch of scattered to perhaps numerous showers and storms comes along through North Texas, suggesting potential heavy rain along that. And this is Monday of next week. Obviously, after the cold front comes through, we trend drier and a little bit cooler on Monday. Again, we're still in the dry air mass with highs in the mid 70s this time around. Same thing on Tuesday, and a week from today, the Wednesday the 25th of October, we have a pattern change here. We have a deep trough, and look at that deep trough in the eastern United States. Wow. We're still stuck with a little bit of a ridge, and down here as a result of that, we're still in a dry air mass, an area of high pressure. Again, highs in the low 80s, but look at that trough reaching down towards Alabama. Wow, that could drop temperatures about 15 degrees below average if that were to verify, but that's still a few days out, and there's a lot of things that could change here. Here's the end of the forecast period. On Friday the 27th, we still have zonal flow. We're still in a flat ridge. We still have a zonal flow, and down here, that looks pretty dry. And for numbers for the next 10 days, we still stick with 80s for the rest of this week, but a cold front comes through by Sunday, which drops temperatures to the 70s, and we still stick with 70s for much of next week. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.